Can you play through an entire song from start to finish? If so, that's great. If not, we want to help you with that this year with the 2023 Guitar Fam Cover Song Challenge.
Yeah, and we've got lots of tips in this video to help you learn how to play through a song top to bottom, so make sure you stick around till the end.
So, Chelsea, why do we as humans want to play the guitar?
Well, for me, I know I'm a singer, and so I didn't want to have to depend on anyone else to accompany me. So that was my reason.
I like boiling that down to, well, I guess broadening that out to everyone, is we just want to be able to play the music we love, whether it's for ourselves, our family, or for the public in general. And that's why it's such a shame when I hear from people that have been playing guitar for a long time that still can't play through a full song. That's really disappointing and disheartening. I think it's one of the main reasons why people quit a lot. And that's why we wanted to do this 2023 Guitar Fam Cover Song Challenge with you guys. And the thing that brought this around was actually the Christmas collaboration, the Guitar Fam Christmas collaboration for 2022. We had so many people participate in that it brought up, it got me thinking, it's like, okay, why aren't more people trying to play through entire songs? Because it was the first time for some of these people to play through entire songs. And the Christmas collaboration in general, when I was talking to my private lesson students, because most of them were private lesson students that participated, or a good chunk of them, there are a few things that they didn't realize that were kind of eye-openers for them. Number one was it takes a lot longer to learn a song than you anticipate in general. Number two is recording yourself is way harder. You get red light syndrome. As soon as you put record on your phone or whatever, video or just audio, it gets way harder than you probably anticipate. Number three was, if you don't have some kind of musical goal pushing you to actually finish a song from start to finish, it's really hard to get that motivation to do that. And number four was, if you don't have a deadline attached to something, then it also becomes harder to kind of muster up the motivation to finish an entire song.
Yeah. Now, what do you mean by musical goal?
Musical goal, like the goal for this was, I'm going to do a video to collaborate and make music with these people, my friends in the Guitar Fam community. That was for you, and we'll get into this more later when we get into the tips for learning songs, but for you, maybe doing just videoing for your own personal enjoyment, or recording for your own personal enjoyment, or doing an open mic, playing at church, or doing a cover gig. You have to have something punching you in the ribs and the butt every day, saying, hey, you got to get this learned, especially by this time, or you're going to fall on your face, or you're just going to look like a fool. And sometimes that's a good motivator, but like to me, having that musical motivation, I want to make good music. The music that I love is the best.
Yeah, so there's like a practical reason why you're going to be using that song.
Yeah, exactly. Not just doing it into the abyss for eternity for no application. Right?
Yeah. All right, so here's how it's going to work. Number one, you need to go to guitarfam.com/2023challenge, and you'll go there to sign up. And this will give you emails. We're going to be sending out emails only to the people who are participating in the challenge. Right. So if you are on our regular newsletter, you are not going to get these emails unless you sign up.
Yeah, we just didn't want to irritate all the Guitar Fam members if they don't want to participate in it. Number two, pick 2 to 3 songs to commit to that you love, and they should be songs that you really like, because you're going to probably be sick of them by the end of the year. But I should have one that's fairly easy for a quick win to get through, just strumming in chords. One that's a little bit more challenging, that stretches you a little bit, and then the third one should be kind of your stretch goal for this whole challenge. Now, this gives you 4 months per song. That may seem like a lot, but once you start digging in, you may be like, this isn't enough time. And what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to wait till like August or September and be like, I only have 4 months left. No. So don't let that be you. And this is the whole time-based thing with goals.
Yep, don't procrastinate. Now, step 3 is to commit. Unless something really, really horrible happens in your personal life, God forbid, this is getting done.
Right. And this kind of is a testament to our community, Guitar Fam community. I've had a lot of private lesson students who've had some really bad things happen to them, really challenging things happen to them, like the last part of 2022. And I've also told them, okay, if you're committing to this, the only way you're getting out of it is if one of us dies. And they chuckle and laugh. And I kind of have that relationship with my private lesson students where I can say that. But seriously, take it serious, and you will be very happy you did at the end of the year when you can play through 2 or 3 songs all the way through. All right, step number 4, video yourself playing each one of these songs. And it doesn't have to be fancy, just set up your phone, but just make sure you're either playing along to the original track or a metronome, because you need that steady beat behind you. Because that's one of the things that makes playing through an entire song tough, is playing along to a steady beat and staying on track and getting through the entire song in time, in the right format, and all that stuff.
Or if you are learning one of the songs that are on the Guitar Fam site, we have a jam track that you can use as well. That's good if you want to play along with the song. Maybe you want some accompaniment, but you don't necessarily want the guitar in the track.
Yeah.
So that's a really good option depending on what song you choose. Step 5 is to send it to us at support@guitarfam.com. You can either set it to public or private. A lot of people will upload their video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want it to just be for our eyes only, then that's okay. But if you're fine with other people seeing it, then we'll be sharing your video in our monthly live stream.
And you can text it to me as well. I've had a lot of people for the Christmas collaboration just text it to me, so you can just email me and I'll give you my cell number. You can do that. Number 6, post it on your personal progress thread in the Guitar Fam forum. And that's a private forum, only members see it, and they're very positive, present you with lots of constructive criticism, and we'll celebrate with you. Hey, you played through your first entire song. So that brings us to some tips for actually learning full songs, since you're accepting this challenge. And there's a lot of overlap with the things that we've already kind of said. So number 1 is it takes a lot longer than most people think to actually learn a full song. And this is true across the board. Depending on, if you're just starting out and your skill level is very beginner, you're gonna be concentrating on, chords, transitions, strumming, that type of thing. But as you get better and better and better, the skills get harder, right? So it takes longer than most people think to learn a full song from start to finish.
Number 2, this harkens back to something we said earlier in the video, but give yourself a musical reason to play the song. And by that we mean a practical application. Use the song somewhere, whether it's for a video or, well, in this case it would be for a video.
Yeah, and this is the perfect setup for you for this. So.
But if, let's say, you weren't participating in the challenge, or you're seeing this you're seeing this video in 2024, something like an open mic, or...
We recently did some prep work for a Christmas gig that got canceled. We learned 8 Christmas songs in 1 week. And then it got canceled, and we're like, well, we're not playing those because of weather around here. So, but we had motivation and a deadline, and we learned those songs, and we got them down in a week. Number 3, set a deadline. And you can do this on your phone, like, okay, I want to learn this song. In 3 months, I'm going to put a reminder on my calendar, deadline, for my phone. And in my phone, and if you have a musical reason for doing this, whether you're going to film a video, open mic, whatever, you're going to have that motivation that's really stacking up to really kick you in the pants to practice every day.
Speaking of practicing every day, consistency is key. It is better to have a bunch of smaller daily practices, or a few times a week, rather than one big practice once a month.
All right, and you just went through that with Thrill Is Gone. She just learned solo to Thrill Is Gone, and it took months, but she was very consistent with it, and she got it down. Number 5, don't just jump into a song and try to start playing the whole thing. Break things down into their smallest components and practice those smallest components. And I have an acronym for you. It's skits.
With a C.
With a C. It's the only thing I can think of. Give me a break, guys. Number 1 for the S is strumming. Work on your strumming by itself. Number 2 is chord changes. Work on, changing between the chords, see if there are any bottlenecks there. Number 3, which really comes before all of these, is the individual chords. If you're struggling with any individual chords, work on those by themselves. The T is for timing. Work on your timing with a metronome or a jam track. And then the last one is the song layout. The S is for song layout. Work on the format of the song so you know exactly what's coming next, whether it's looking at a PDF or just memorizing and listening to it a lot. Once you have those elements in place, then you can start bringing everything together. That'll make it a lot easier to jump in and start playing with a metronome. At first, don't even worry about a metronome or a jam track. Just work on kind of bringing the elements together and letting them gel, and then introduce a metronome and slowly work it up to the performance speed.
Number 6 is to make learning songs part of your practice time. And we like to think of practice time in thirds. So maybe the first third of it is working on the song for the challenge. The second third is something else that you really want to work on, whether it's like a blues riff or something. We've got
blues mode.
Yeah. And then the third, the last third could be just something fun. Something maybe the song you've already learned and you just want to review it and enjoy it.
I find that having that just fun time on guitar is really important, because you don't get bogged down with like, oh, I'm exerting all this energy and this hard work, but then you have the reward of, just having fun on guitar. Number 7, you may not be exactly where you want to be right now playing guitar. That's all of us. But when you record this and commit to this challenge, what you're doing is like you have a time capsule with this video that says, hey, this is where I was at this point in time, and you'll be able to look back on it and see just how far you've come. And you may feel like you're not making much progress over 2023, but when you go back and look at your first video, you'll be like, I did that and I can play that song better now. So it's very important to kind of document, and this is kind of like a practice diary of sorts, but it's something you can go back and objectively listen to and look at. So here's the thing. If you're a guitar player that is still having trouble playing through an entire song, ask yourself this. Would I be happy if at the end of 2023 I could play through 3 entire songs that I love? If the answer to that is yes, of course it is, then this is a no-brainer. Go sign up.
Yeah, we want you to play the music you love, and this is an awesome way to do that.
And as you move through this challenge, we have all the support that you need. All of our premium guitar courses, the first module of those is free. So if you're having trouble with bar chords, go check out the bar chord masterclass. If you're having trouble with strumming and timing, check out the strumming doctor. If you're doing fingerstyle stuff, go check out the fingerstyle masterclass. So the blues course is coming out very soon, so that'll be available for you too. But also email us, support@guitarfam.com. We'd love to hear from you. You can also hit up the forum if you have any questions there. We have a lot of really great members. And don't forget that every Guitar Fam member gets one private complimentary one-on-one lesson with me. It's free. We can work out a plan or address any really big problems that you need feedback on.
So sign up for the 2023 Guitar Fam Cover Song Challenge by going to guitarfam.com/2023 challenge, and we can't wait to see your videos.